What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ShopTalk podcast. Today we have
Ramonjfadez.
and obviously Zach Fades, and so today we're just gonna
Roll with the punches. My bad. Woo!
Well, it was supposed to be my job to kind of
Set the premise for this video, but you know, he didn't do too much.
I forgot, so that was my fault. But obviously we don't have. Obviously, Matt Blins again. He decided the gym's better than being on the podcast. So
Something needs to change.
yeah, because obviously I go to the gym, but I can clear my schedule to come and do this. So
Right. Same. I go in the mornings, so I guess that's just the difference. But
yeah.
Anywho, back to business. Shop Talk podcast. So, again, just another chill, nice, and easy video. We're just going to kind of just go with the flow, go with the punches, like I said, just like we did in the last episode. If you didn't catch the last episode, be sure to check out the last episode. And if you're new to this channel in general, be sure to check out with all the way back to episode 1 and on and see how that goes. But we do have more planned for you guys coming in the near future. We do have a lot more ideas as far as, really getting back into this in a more consistent full-time manner. So, yeah. But nonetheless, let's just get it going. Zach, how was your day today, brother?
It was pretty good. I didn't come after my first job. I was kind of tired.
Yeah.
I stayed up.
Thought you just needed like a mental day or some shit, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I was just exhausted because I wake up Monday through Thursday. I have to wake up, super early. At 7. It kind of gets to me, And so I was just like, I'll go home, take a nap, and then get up and then come over here. So that's what I did today. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. What about you?
Pretty good day, can't even lie. Same thing. I mean, every morning start off with the gym, wake up around 5:30ish. Sluggish though. I don't get up willingly. It's definitely sluggish, but get to the gym by like 6 the latest. Me and my homeboy hit our workout. Come home, make some breakfast, take a quick shower, get ready. I'm at the shop by 9.
You make breakfast? What do you be making?
It's usually simple, bro, like eggs and then like some type of like avocado toast and oatmeal and then like yogurt, maybe like a banana.
Where's my invite? I'm trying to eat breakfast. A good breakfast after a gym session.
For sure. It does help.
I'm about to start
But,
doing that.
That's about it. Then I showed up, did my thing today, and just like a regular day, just cutting some heads, cutting some hair, making some money. Didn't do nothing else too crazy today. Just a simple day.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's about it. But, yeah, there's a lot of things going on currently in the barber industry, man. And I don't know. I was thinking today, right? Just a lot of things that were going on and things that I was seeing, things that I've just been just like talking about with myself, kind of, and even just with other people. But like, it was something I was like, you know what? This is something to bring up on the pod. You know what I'm saying? So like, here's my thing, right? So let me ask you this, Zach. In the aspect of like shops, right? Barber shops, you can see one shop that's like, doing things and getting like their customers in, and like we do our things, get our customers in. What is your view on like seeing things as like as far as a competition between like barbershop versus barbershop?
The way I see it is just like, are you saying like
just the overall aspect of it, right? Like when you see a shop and you see how busy they are, for example, what is it that comes to your mind as far as like, thinking that like our shop could be better than them or something like that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would just say kind of just the way they promote it. I mean, I feel like every shop promotes their business, but it's just how they do it and how frequently they do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
like Erin, she always tells us like post haircuts, do TikToks and stuff like that.
Right.
So when obviously we see these other shops, because a lot of shops pop up on my TikTok, that are from Lubbock. So, and it's like, they post, frequently. So it's like that's something we have to do, obviously.
So like match that energy,
match the energy. And so, I mean, to gain, more customers. So
Right.
I would just say it'd be the way each shop promotes their business.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, basically, it's kind of like what I was getting at too. Like, I feel like that's what a lot of barbershops see it as, right? I feel like, a big thing about it is like you look at shops and you look at like a lot of shop owners and like, I don't know, what I notice is that I notice that a lot of shop owners, they look at other shops, and they like, they like that's what it becomes for them, right? That it becomes like, how can my shop match that energy? Like, how can I, whatever. And ultimately, I think what it comes down to, what I think a lot of shops and what a lot of owners I just feel like what I feel like they overlook is that they don't see that, or rather they don't see, it's more like they don't I guess realize, you could say, that it really comes down to the individual barbers and what they do for themselves to then translate to the shop. You know what I mean? Because like the example I was talking about, right, is I was like, like if I see, so put yourself in the customer's shoes, right? You're scrolling through, you're seeing like the cuts. Say you come across your brother, 806 Matt Bland's, right? You see his page, you're seeing his cuts, you're seeing his posts, you're seeing his videos. And when you see that and you become interested in that barber, as a customer, what do you think is their initial thought? Do you think they're looking at the posts as far as for the shop or for the barber?
It kind of really depends on the scenario.
Just a regular barber page, like when like if someone comes across your page and is looking at your page, do you think they're focused more on you as the barber or where you cut at?
I would say where I cut at.
Really?
Wait,
like put yourself in the customer's shoes.
Okay.
You're a customer looking for a barber. You come across me, Ramonjfadez, and you're looking at my page. You're seeing what I can do, my haircuts, my videos. Like, are you thinking? Well, like, what are you thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you think that you want to hit me up for a cut, it's because you're looking at me.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, as a customer, you're not thinking like, oh, where does he cut at? Like, what's the shop like? As a customer, when you're looking for a barber, your focus is like, what do his haircuts look like? What's his pricing look like? Where's his app so I can see what his prices look like? Pictures, like he can cut good. Like, customers aren't necessarily looking at your post to see where you're cutting at. That's going to come with hitting you up because they're going to have to find out where you cut at to go see you. But when they pull up, it's not because they're like, they learn about the shop after they learn about the barber, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what it comes down to, I feel like, is that as much as you want to do and can do for a shop, a big part of it simply comes down to what the barbers are doing for themselves. Because if the barbers aren't doing anything for themselves to bring in their own clients, to bring in their own attraction, then there's only so much the shop can do to also bring attraction to those same barbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a big part of that is just, again, like having your barbers who are all doing their individual part for themselves, to where then the shop has something to have that foundation on. So when the shop posts something on their specific pages, then people can see the barbers and what they do. You get what I'm saying? Versus like if a shop is just promoting like the shop, like, come to officials, come, we're located here, like boom, boom, boom. What's the one thing the customers are going to want to see?
The barber.
Right. They're going to want to see, well, like, well, who cuts there? Like, what do they do? What can they do?
Yeah.
Like if I just show you a business name, like you're just like, okay, cool. Like, well, why should I go there?
Yeah, you got to give them a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a big thing that a lot of people overlook, is they overlook the fact that the shop doesn't make the barbers make the shop. And like you get what I'm saying? To the point where so many people are like, they can see certain shops as competition but it's like you're not really in competition. A shop isn't the way I see it, a shop is never in competition with another shop. It's the barbers in competition with the other barbers. You get what I'm saying?
Barber versus barber.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? Because again, it's not about what the shop's doing. I mean, I guess it comes down to like, obviously, yes, when you have a team and obviously what we do collectively as a team, you know, yes, like that's the shop, you know what I mean? But in order for us to all correlate as that team, each one of us has to be doing our part to then make it the overall shop. Because here's the thing, like if only 2 or 3 of the barbers in your shop, like say you have a shop like ours, for example, right? If you got 13 chairs and then say only like 3 or 4 barbers are actually like promoting, then the shop doesn't have a shop aspect because the shop can only promote the barbers that are promoting themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing the shop can do for the guys who aren't, or the barbers who aren't doing their own part. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I never post, if I never take pictures, if I never do nothing, then officials can only, I mean, the most they can do is say my name.
Yeah.
All officials can do is just make a post like, come see Ramonjfadez. But I have nothing to show for that. So again, it's like the shop doesn't make the barber makes the shop, you know. But of course the shop owners, you know, they select what they want in the barber, you know what I mean? Like when they're picking barbers to be in their shop, you know, they know what vibe they want. They know what aspect they want those barbers to have. So of course they're going to cherry pick the right barbers that they want for their shop to then build that overall, you know, that overall team to where the entire team creates that shop. You get what I'm saying?
That's kind of like if we were to say like for sports, for an example, you know, the team don't make the player makes the team.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
like the Seahawks, you know,
Yeah.
y'all totally gotta, you know, the players is what's making that team look good. I guess you could say.
Yeah,
right?
and like that's exactly the exact perfect example, like to compare to sports, is how, you know, it's just like that, bro. It's like, okay, think of it like that, right? It's like if I tell you, like, you're a big NBA fan, right? So if I tell you, like, you know, what's up with the Warriors, right? You already know that the Warriors name is natural. Like, you don't even have to be a fan, but when people hear Warriors, they're like, oh yeah, that's a good team. But because those individual players
made
names for themselves,
Yeah.
to where the people just know, they know the name Steph Curry, and they know what comes with that name. So when they know that he plays for the Warriors, then they're like, oh, the Warriors are a good team because they have Steph Curry. Versus like a team that's like trash, like, I don't know, NBA, like name a trash team.
The Hornets.
So then it's like, boom, like if someone's talking about the Hornets, because then it's like, they're in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're obviously good, but there's no individual players, or there's no players that are truly making names for themselves to where when people hear the Hornets, then they think like, oh yeah, the Hornets is a good team. Instead, they're thinking of like just one player.
That's exactly like the Hornets.
Yeah.
Just one player, which is LaMelo Ball.
Okay, he still plays for them? So then that's what I'm saying. Like when people think Hornets and the only name they know is fucking LaMelo Ball. And it's the same concept for a shop, where when you only have like one barber in the shop who's really got a name for himself because he's putting himself in the battles, he's putting himself out on social media, and people like hear that barber's name, and then they're like, oh yeah, he cuts over at officials. But if they don't know shit about the other barbers, all they're gonna know is that barber.
No, okay.
Like they're only gonna see it as like, yeah, like this person's good, this person's good, this is where they cut, but like it's this person why I only know that shop's name because of this guy, or these 2 guys, or these 3 guys, versus building something that's like, oh yeah, like I know officials because they're fucking stacked. You get what I'm saying? Like when you think of like, you know, what was it like 2015 Cavs and Warriors, you know what I mean, stacked, where it was like that starting 5 was fucking stacked.
Yeah.
To where it was like you thought of that team and you were like, oh yeah, like Warriors got Steph, Clay,
Draymond, Kevin Durant,
you know,
JaVale McGee.
all of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you think on the other side, like, oh yeah, Cavaliers, yeah, they got LeBron, Kyrie, you know, Kevin Love, the whole, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, is what I'm getting at is that a shop can only be as good as its players. A team can only be as good as its players, right? Mm-hmm. So a shop, in the same sense, is only as good as its members. You know. And so I was talking about this a lot, thinking like, man, that's what it comes down to. Is it comes down to too many people thinking that their shop, like too many people are like, what can I do with my shop to make my barber stand out? And that's the wrong question to ask, because what it comes down to is, what do I need my barbers to do to make my shop stand out?
Damn.
And that's just real shit. You know what I mean? The more that like I got into it and thinking about it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so I just think that's like a big thing, like to kind of put out there to people, like have people kind of discuss and like realize is that it's like you as a barber, you know, when you sit there and you're thinking like, when you're sitting and like thinking like a ring chaser like Durant, and you're over here trying to fucking shop hop, just trying to go to a shop that you see has all the key players, and it's like, but what does that do for you? Because what are you doing for yourself? Those other barbers aren't even going to make you any better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all on you.
You're literally going to go onto a team to be in a shadow. Like, if you already aren't one of the key players, you're going to be in the shadow.
I'm on the bench.
Exactly. Because that team already has their star players. That team already has those star players that everybody sees and everybody trusts and goes to. So if you already don't have a name built for yourself, and you try to think like, oh, I'm going to go throw myself into this place because they're popping. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that you have to build yourself to match them. They're not going to do anything to put you there. You have to do that for yourself. You know what I mean?
Damn. That's a good point.
And I think that's a big part for a lot of younger barbers, is they see these shops on social media, rather they see these barbers, and they're like, that's where I want to go because they're stacked. Or I want to go here because they got this one key player, you know? And I think they think too much about wanting to go somewhere that they see in that aspect, rather than thinking like, where can I go to make a name for myself? Where can I go to make a name for myself and be part of a collective shop? Like the way that one that I've been looking at is already established. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I just feel like if a lot of barbers took that route, I really do feel like they could really make bigger names for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Versus trying to just ring chase and try to jump onto an already stacked team. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think that's a big thing, a big aspect for stuff like that. But I don't know. Like, that's just something I was thinking. And I don't know, maybe y'all think differently. Maybe it's like, nah, I don't know. Like, which I want to hear. Like, that's what I want to know. You know, like what people think on that.
I mean, everything you said, like
it makes sense, right? You know what I mean? And again, like, it's like, but again, I'm sure there's some people who may see it differently or something, but to me, like, that's just how I see it. Like, the more I think about it, that I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I think if more barbers just were more in that mindset of being like, okay, what can I do to make my name so that way I can be one of those people that stands out when people hear the name officials. Yeah. You know what I mean? And again, if the whole team does that, then boom, you're just seen as a stacked team. People will then see that name officials and think and see the entire starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like, they're not just hearing officials and thinking of just Matt Blands or thinking of just Zach Fades or thinking of just whoever. You know what I mean? Like, they see the name officials and they think of all 10 of us. You know what I mean? Like, that type of shit is what I'm saying. And I think it's just until barbers kind of put themselves in a mindset of being like, I make the shop doesn't make me. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's kind of the whole premise too, is that so many barbers are just out for themselves. Where they're like, no, like, I want to just be just me. Like, I want it. Like, there's so many barbers who are like, I want it to be that people just know my name. You know? Yeah. Like, they'll know the shop because it's where I cut. But what matters is my name. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, think of, like, you know, the whole football jersey thing. You know, where, like, you got your last name on the back of your jersey, right? But what would the coaches always say? Like, that name on the back is less important than the name on the front because that's the team you represent. You know what I mean? versus, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of barbers are just like, nah, I just work under this umbrella, but I'm solely Raymond J. Fades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think when a lot of barbers think like that, then that's why it's harder for shops to be where they want to be. Because when you have a team full of individuals, it won't excel the way you want it to. Just the way I see it, that's my opinion. Because that's how I see it happen. That's how I see things happen. When you have a team full of individuals, the shop itself really ain't shit. You're not in battle with another shop. You're in battle with a bunch of individual barbers.
Damn. Some good shit.
And I mean, it just comes.
Good shit.
It just comes down to for shop owners to kind of keep that mindset of knowing that bro, there's nothing wrong with your shop. Like a lot of barbers, I feel like will see that type of shit and think like, fuck, my shop sucks, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, bro, it don't, because you're comparing a shop to individual barbers. You're comparing your whole shop to a bunch of individual barbers who do their part individually and make their names known.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that you can do as a shop to change your barbers. You have to find ways for your barbers to want to change your shop. You know what I mean? And I think that's just what makes it difficult for shop owners to really get a grasp on things too, is because it's so hard to find barbers who aren't just wanting to make a name for just themselves. But just like deep shit, I know, but it's like, yeah. And it's just things to think about on where you want to be as a barber, especially in this industry.
Yeah.
And also just where the industry's gone, bro. Like, it's gone so much to a point of, of just that, where it's now just all about wanting to be an individual. You tired or what? But yeah, like that's just what it comes down to, like what I'm thinking. I'm like,
yeah. No, I mean, everything you said, it was just, I didn't even like see it that way until like obviously you brought it up, and it obviously makes sense. So I'm just like, wow, good shit. No, for real, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, like 100%. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's just, again, something that like I was just like always thinking of, and the more I like ponder on it, and the more I'm like, damn, like that's just real shit. Like that's really what it is, and it really just makes me want to grow differently, for the sake that like as much as like I do want to like build my name and everything and be known as Raymond J. Fades, and like people know me, know my cuts, everything like that. But to the point too where it's like I want to be a part of a full team of the shop team where I'm just part of that starting lineup. Like it's not just me, you know what I mean? Like I'm part of, I don't even know how to say it, but it's like, I guess I'm thinking of it like, I think of it like I want to be a part of, like I want us to be the Pro Bowl team, where we're all individual stars.
Team USA.
But we're teamed up together. You know what I mean? Literally like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not like, where it's not like we're just like, again, where you just have a key player here, key player there. Like,
yeah.
Like it's literally full of like
you got
all the greats
yeah
compiled together, like type shit. Like that's the vibe that I want to have, and that's the aspect I want to have for this team that we have going here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just working with a bunch of individuals.
Facts. Starting 5.
Starting 13 here, technically.
Who's running point?
See, that's that's where you start causing issues, because now you start, which can also be a thing. I mean, when you get a shop full of like a bunch of people who are like making names for themselves, that's the other thing that's hard on like a shop, to be able to control and maintain internal competition. You know what I mean? Where the barbers aren't internally trying to be like,
I'm better.
Yeah, we're all the best, but I'm better. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're all Team USA, but I'm better than you. You know what I mean? Like, like that's where you start running into those kind of issues for sure. But You can turn on the AC. It's right there. But yeah, and that's just kind of what it comes down to. And I think another big thing for shops too is I was talking about this with Aaron. Was we were talking about like, like when it comes to like the posts that you make and stuff, it's like again, you got to put yourself in the customer's shoes, right? When you want to sit there and you want to think as a shop and think like, what can I do post wise and promotion wise to really attract new customers, to really attract these walk-ins, to really attract whatever. And it comes down to, really just having to be creative in the promotions, creative in what you're posting and putting out there, because it's no different than like, again, put yourself in a customer's shoes, right? And I want you to think of like, just like your Instagram, right, with all your cuts posted and everything, right? And if I'm a customer looking for a barber and I find Zach Fades, well, rather Z De Los Santos 23, and and if I'm looking at Z De Los Santos 23, and I'm seeing, okay, taper fade, cool, little design, cool, mid fade, cool, drop fade, cool. It eventually gets to a point where once you've posted every haircut, what more can you do? Like, posting haircuts is great and it needs to be done, but eventually you'll get to a point where you've posted every haircut you've ever done.
And it's like, what more?
Like, the only thing that ever will change is if like you do designs, like, because there's gonna be different designs. But if it's just like taper fade after taper fade, mid fade after mid fade, drop fade after drop fade, start back over, another taper fade here, post a drop fade here, post another taper fade here, and it comes down to like, eventually as a customer,
they want to see something
right?
new.
Like what's really gonna change for them?
Yeah.
When there's nothing changing in the post. You know what I mean? And it's also in the sense of like, we're here on 4th Street, right? And if I'm a customer and I'm new to Lubbock and I live down on 100th Street and I come across Z De Los Santos 23 and I'm like, okay, clean ass tapers is what I'm looking for. But then I come across Barber B, or just like an option B, and I see like, oh shit, he also has these tapers and drop fades, but he's on 82nd Street. I live on 100th. I found you, but you're on 4th Street. But then I find someone else who has the same haircuts you're posting on 82nd Street.
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go?
82nd.
Exactly. So what is it that you need to do? And there's this, again, I don't have the answer because it's for everybody, right? Like, you have to think, like, what do you have to do to have someone pick you over the closer option? Because you have to realize that when you're trying to attract people from outside your area, right, you have to find those ways to be like, what can I do?
Start making content.
Right, and that's where it comes down. That's what I was talking about with Aaron, where that's when it comes down to, like, the content being different.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're not just seeing the same haircut. You know what I mean? It's just like the clients that we've gained off the podcast. Where clients are like, I just saw you guys did a podcast, so I thought that was cool. Like, so then I looked up the shop. And just the simple fact that they know that we do something different like this, it attracted them to want to come see the shop. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even just little things like that, Same thing with like making the TikToks, where it's like people see that and it's like, okay, yeah. It's also how I feel about barbers who do the whole like, how far'd you come for this cut? Like, where it's like they get themselves to a point where people just want to be featured. People just see what you're doing and they're like, I want to go to that barber
to get on
so
the
I
vid.
can be on his TikTok.
Yeah. And
so when your stuff is like that, where especially when you're making content that's really client inclusive, it's good. That's what makes it different for those types of clients who are looking for a different type of interaction, a different type of, environment of barbering. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's easy to attract people who just want that classic shit. I just want to show up, get my haircut, and dip. Those are the people who are just going to look at your haircut pictures and be like, yes or no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, in this new age of really trying to, like, build on that type of, like, stage of, like, putting your shop on that pedestal, like, that's really what it comes down to, is just in the way that you post and in the way that you create that content in a different way to where those people want to come to your shop. They want to come to you because you've done something or show something that's attractive to them, that they want to be a part of, or that they want to experience, or that they want to see.
I don't know if I was to start making content like that, I'd definitely put myself out there for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And that goes for anybody. Like, all it takes is to just start putting yourself out there. But again, like, and that's the other thing too, is like a lot of barbers will see these other barbers who make content and think that that's what I need to do. Like, I need to do what that barber's doing. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it's like you really just got to find the content that you're good at.
Yeah.
To attract people. It doesn't necessarily have to be the exact same thing that this barber's doing, or this barber's doing, or what this shop's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, I don't have the answer to those. It's just, that's truly just the sake of, like, where it comes down to barbers and shops having to open up their minds and being extra creative in those ways to create that vision that they want, you know?
Yeah. Something to think about. Yeah. For sure.
Because again, it's just like how we talked about in the last episode when it comes to, like, advertising, you know? Like, you know, it's one thing to just advertise, but you got to find those advertisement details that make people be like, I like that. For example, bro, I saw a Pepsi commercial earlier today. It was a YouTube ad, but, you know.
Pepsi?
Okay, let me explain. And you already know this, right? I don't fuck with Pepsi. I mean, Pepsi's fine, but I'm Coca-Cola all day.
DP here.
Okay, right. I'm saying between Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm taking Coke all day. Comment down below whether you're Pepsi or Coke.
Coke.
But anyways, that's what I'm saying. I'm a Coke guy all the way, right?
Yeah.
So, I saw this commercial, and it was this beachy polar bear. It was.
He has the blindfold?
He has a blindfold. Yeah. He's got a blindfold on, and he's test tasting a Coke and a Pepsi. And then he drinks the Pepsi, and he's got the blindfold on, and then he's like, points at the Pepsi, takes the blindfold off, and then he's like, fuck. So then it shows the polar bear, like, going to therapy and shit. He's all, like, laying on the couch with the therapist, like, fuck, I picked the Pepsi, you know what I mean? And so obviously we know, like, without it being said in the commercial, like, we know the polar bear is like a mascot of Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? So seeing this, like, we know what Pepsi's doing, you know, but they're not necessarily calling out Coca-Cola. But as the customers, like, we see what they're doing. You see that commercial, and it's entertaining in a way where, like, it attracts you to the product of Pepsi. You know what I mean? It's just that's what it comes down to with advertising in general, just like we talked about in that last episode. So it's the same thing with this, where it's like barbers just have to find what works for them and how they are different and attract their customers. You also have to realize, too, the type of content you create is going to be the type of customers you attract. And I'll put that in perspective. If I'm making content that's like, you know, I thought this sounded easier in my head when I was thinking. Because again, well, what I'm saying is, again, like, the type of content you create is the type of customers you'll attract. Yeah. It goes for anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, kind of just put that in your own mind. Think of something that's like, you know, like, if you're portraying yourself in this way, like, then there's certain people that are going to be attracted to going to see you. You know what I mean? Like, if your type of content has to do with, like, I don't know, maybe it could be something like you make a lot of content that includes, like, maybe a certain type of haircut, right? Like, maybe your content is constantly, like, you know, you kind of, like, doing Edgar's or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
a series? Is that what you said?
Right, kind of like that, where you're like your content is like a series, where you're not always changing it up, but you're always kind of just doing the same shit. Mm-hmm. Then, like, it gets to a point where, like, you're just gonna attract that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if no one else, like, if I find a barber, and I see, like, it's like fucking Edgar after Edgar, fringe after fringe, I'm like, I don't need a nigga that extra. You know what I mean? Like, I just need scissors on top and a mid fade, and I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, you're gonna attract the type of stuff you post. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean when I say like, just because you see one barber doing this type of content doesn't mean that's what you need to do, because that may not be the type of attraction you're trying to put out there. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't necessarily mean the type of haircuts. I mean just in the way that you portray yourself.
Like to promote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, that sounded like it was gonna be easier to explain in my head. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, you kind of understand what I'm saying. But like, yeah.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. So like, yeah. So that's just all it comes down to, I think. And I just, like I said, back to the whole premise of shops and everything. I'm just like, it ultimately does come down to, you know, barbers make the shop doesn't make the barbers. You know, and I just think that's a key factor and a key point to keep in young barbers' minds, especially, but even just any barber who may be in that mindset. Like, do what you have to do to become part of that team and make that team what it needs to be. Don't expect that team to work around you and to build you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's so funny, bro?
I'm thinking about when we did the gummy bear challenge.
Random as fuck.
I'm drinking the milk. I don't know why.
Bro.
I don't know why that was popping up in my head. That was so funny.
Down to do it again?
I'm down to do a different challenge.
Yeah, I'm down to do a different challenge, but not that gummy bear again for sure.
We need to come up with some challenges.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Oh, I know one.
Don't say the fucking banana and Sprite challenge either.
Banana Sprite challenge.
I'm not doing that.
What's
shit.
wrong with that?
We're gonna throw up. Like,
no, you are.
No, that's literally what it does. Is it makes you throw up.
No, for me, no. For you, probably.
Cap.
No.
Cap.
No, for you. But
No.
that's why it's a challenge. Duh, that's why it's a challenge.
Yeah, but you're gonna throw up.
But I'm not.
No, you would.
But I'm not.
100%. Matter of fact, like, I want to just see you do this yourself just so I can prove you wrong.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but
No, say it.
I was like, nah.
No, say it.
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 Nah. I can't.
Why?
Because if I say it, then you're gonna be like, oh, that's a big bet. And then obviously I can't.
But what if I don't?
Oh, but you will.
But what if I
don't? And this
don't?
is just talking like out of craziness.
Okay, then it's not real. Like, just what is it? What was it?
I was gonna say if I throw up, I'll let you tase me.
Ugh.
But like I said, I was just talking out of craziness.
We could make that happen if you were down.
Fuck no.
See, so it's because you know you're gonna throw up.
But I'm not.
If you were that confident then if you throw up, let me tase you.
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. It's because you know. It's because you know that low key you might throw up.
Might.
But there's enough of a possibility there that you're not fully sure you won't.
There's a 95% chance that I won't, and that 5% chance that I will.
But you will.
But I won't.
Okay, so you can't say that and then say, I won't.
I mean, I. Well, okay, what challenge did you have in mind?
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm thinking
Banana Sprite challenge.
no. If we're gonna do like another crazy funny challenge like what we did with the gummy bear, I think we should do the cinnamon one. The spoonful of cinnamon and try to swallow that.
So are you trying to die or? I'd rather throw up than choke.
You're probably right, but better yet. No, never mind.
Something else.
No, never mind. Or we could set up like a Russian roulette kind of thing with the taser. Like, just whoever gets it, gets it. You know what I mean?
Like, what would we play with? Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I could come up with some type of way,
you know what? What about the tin can challenge?
which is, the one you were saying. Like, okay, yeah.
So we could have like Aaron go grab like some random ass cans from the store. It could be anything. I mean,
Right.
like it could be cat food, dog food.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like it
Okay.
could be anything. And she takes off the labels, number them, and we put the numbers in the bowl. So whatever number we get, that's the can we get.
That you have to eat.
Yeah, not full. Like eat it all. Like at least take a bite of it. I'm down for
It
that.
can't be no dog food or no shit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean? It can't just be like some obviously like just food. Like it has to like mix it up a little bit. Make it interesting.
Oh, yeah, you say that until you get the dog food.
I mean, I'm gonna have to try it regardless. You're afraid you're gonna get the dog food.
As long as I get some Vienna sausages or something, I'll be fine.
Fucking spam.
Spam is fine, too.
Yeah. But I think that'd be a good idea.
That's something. I don't know, bro. Eating challenges like that, I'm going to throw up, bro.
What about what about strumming?
What?
Strumming.
Stroming?
You never heard of that?
No.
It's like raw fish.
Bro, I'm not eating
And
that.
it's like in a
No.
can.
No, here's the thing.
No.
Okay, go.
No. It's in a can.
Okay.
And so when you open it,
Okay.
all the juice just bursts out and
See?
it stinks.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. If I get a can, even if it's something good, just because I don't know what it is, as soon as I open that shit, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? Like like, bro, I already know
Sorry.
because I already know that, like, just because I don't know what it is, it could be beans, like a can of beans,
Roll beans.
yeah, and I'll still like see it and just be like, because I don't, you know.
How'd you do it? Can you pull up the picture?
No, but but yeah, it was.
That would be a good one.
I mean, it probably would.
What about Bean Boozle?
Bean Boozled would be decent. I mean, I could probably handle that pretty well.
I don't think you would.
I mean, the beans aren't that bad. Like, they taste nasty.
Flavors.
Right, some of them taste nasty as fuck, but it's just a bean, you know what I mean? Jelly bean.
Bro.
Versus,
that little bean, bro, it has like
No,
the
I know.
flavor is strong.
I know. No, I know. I've done it before, but like.
That's like if you're like to eat whatever flavor you get. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like if you ate a good handful of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So like, or do you have anything else in mind, or what's up?
Yeah. So next up, folks, for the last part of this episode, this is something that we're gonna start adding into every episode. Zesh doesn't know about this. Matt doesn't know about this. Hell, I didn't even know about this until literally right now. But this is gonna be a new segment we're gonna add into the end of every episode, and it's gonna be. I guess I haven't even thought of a name because I kind of just thought of this right. It's gonna be. Let's call it like. Let's call it On the Spot with the ShopTalk podcast, right?
On the spot.
On the spot.
Where is this going?
So what you're going to do is you're going to call somebody, a barber, and we're going to ask them 3 random barber questions that they have to answer in under a minute. No time to think. Just answer the question.
Ask them 3 questions. What the fuck? The only barber that I have in my phone is Matt. Pretty much everybody just here.
Okay, and that's fine.
So I can call Matt.
I mean,
But
because
it's alright.
Matt's already supposed to be here type
Nah,
shit.
for real.
Let's think of 3 questions, though. What are we going to ask? First question.
Okay.
First question. Favorite Clipper brand.
Ooh, okay.
Second question. Favorite haircut. Nah, kind of gay. Sorry, not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, for sure. Okay, favorite Clipper, like favorite brand
Okay.
of Clippers. Second question. I guess it doesn't have to be super complicated, but second question. Enhancements or no enhancements?
Okay.
Third question.
Should we call Juan? Should we call Juan?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Just think of a third question.
Okay, the third question.
So, favorite Clipper brand, enhancements or no enhancements? Third question. License or no license?
Juan's going to say no enhancements. God, calling it right now.
Third question, license or no license?
Okay, yeah. I like that.
I don't.
Oh, you don't like the question?
It's kind of whack. I don't even know.
Since it's someone from the shop, we should just ask him, like, what's your favorite thing about the shop? No. It
has to be something because again, it's got to be like they got to be quick. You got a minute to answer all three. Matter of fact, we're just gonna surprise them with the third one. Call them way. Hurry up.
Let's see if he answers.
Hurry up. If you want to be entered as a barber to be on this segment of the show, this is brand new. Again, be sure to DM us at ShopTalk Podcast either on Instagram or TikTok. And DM us, let us send us, or if you want to recommend another barber or kind of, whatever, send us their information and they may get chosen to be on the next phone call.
Yep. All right.
Loud as fuck.
Not for real.
Watch him not even answer.
I'm telling you, he's not going to answer.
No faith.
He's probably with this girl.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Yo,
is this Juan?
Hello?
Yo, Juan.
Yo,
can you hear us?
Hello?
Juan.
Yo,
can you hear us?
yeah.
Yo, what's up, brother? Welcome to
Shop Talk Podcast.
You're on the Shop Talk Podcast with Ramonjfadez and Zesh Fade. Everybody give it up for Juan real quick. Yes, sir, ski. Juan, you are on the spot. You are on the spot with the Shop Talk Podcast, brother. If you don't mind, you're going to have 1 minute to answer just 3 simple questions for us. You think you could do that?
Yeah, I got you.
All righty, brother. We appreciate you right quick. All right, timer's going to start right now. Zesh, hit him with the first question.
What's your favorite Clipper brand?
JRL.
All righty. Second question. Are you enhancements or no enhancements?
No enhancements.
Ooh, nice. Third question for me, brother. Who's your favorite barber in the shop?
Matt.
Ooh, and just like that. Wow, y'all give it up for Juan for answering all 3 of those questions pretty quick. All righty, Juan. So real quick, if you could just elaborate a little bit for me. So why JRL?
Because I feel like they make the most durable clippers.
Most durable clipper. Okay, cool. Second.
Yeah, quiet.
Okay, and quiet. Cool. And then you said no enhancements. What's your standing there?
I just don't use it. Nobody asks for it.
Oh, okay. So not that you're against it, you just don't ever use it.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
Okay, gotcha. And then the last question, why Matt? Is it because he cuts your hair?
Nah, not just because he cuts my hair. I think he can cut my hair good and he can style it. He's good all around with my hair, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
if I want to get faded up real quick, you know I'm going to J.
Ooh. Heck yeah. Well, y'all give it up for Juan Skis one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Heck yeah, Juan, we appreciate you answering our call real quick, and we hope we didn't take up too much of your time.
Nah. All right, bro.
All righty, brother.
All right.
You have a good one.
You too.
Later. There we have it.
And there we have it, folks. So, again, if you want to be featured on this, hit us with your information. Again, send us a DM right on Instagram or TikTok. Or if you want to give us somebody else's information and we can just surprise them one day on the show. But other than that, what's up?
I was going to say, should we just do barbers or should we just do say
Just random people?
Say, like, if there was a subject, like, it wasn't even, like, if we weren't even talking about barbering, should we do, like, just people we just have?
Absolutely. If you are a client or a customer and you see these episodes, you see these topics,
or even a fan,
and even just a fan, and there's something that like you want to come on the show and discuss with us as a customer's perspective, hit us in the DMs either on Instagram or TikTok. Shop Talk Podcast. We'll have them all linked down below. And all you got to do is hit us with like, hey, I'm interested in being a caller on your show. And one night we'll hit you with a surprise call. You never know. So we film every Thursday at about 8 o'clock. So, yeah. We can even do prank calls.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, I'm down. Do one right now.
On who? Is that your stomach?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do
Some burritos.
Nah, for real. Let's do all right, so no prank calls today. Zach don't want to have fun, but anyway, it's just an idea. So hit us. Maybe you want us to prank call somebody.
Why don't we do
Things
one
like
of your
that.
homeboys? Huh?
Well, can't because we're recording on my phone. But I mean, it can be done for like later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Well, alrighty, folks. That's going to conclude today's episode. Again, we're just having some fun. We're trying to make these a little more quick, a little more interactive, a little more, focus on like focus on a barber topic, talk about it a little bit, and then kind of get into something fun and entertaining for just the fans,
I was going to say that kind of comes back to what you were saying at the beginning. This is a way of us kind of promoting and being different.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not just wanting to just keep talking about barber
Barbering.
stuff. We want to throw in some
Challenges.
stuff again, just for the fans and entertainment side of everything.
Yeah.
But again, we're always going to start the show off with talking about something barber related because this is the Shop Talk Podcast.
Shop Talk Podcast.
Shop Talk Podcast.
Shop Talk Podcast.
So yeah, but I mean, there's going to be plenty of things to come and whatnot, and so yeah.
Go ahead and break us out.
Go ahead and break us out. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Shop Talk Podcast today. We hope you guys have a blessed night and a blessed rest of the week, whatever time, day, or whatever that you're seeing this. Nonetheless, as always, it's your boy Ramonjfadez.
Zach Fades.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.